Hey everyone, Mike again for you, and tonight I've got another hookah review. This one's going to be on the new Turkish hookahs that recently became available here in the States, the new Othmani hookahs. These are solely imported by Bassem at medwalk.com, so you can find them over there, as well as 5starhookah.com. Those, as of right now, are the only two vendors where you can find these, so go and check them out. Both great vendors. This was sent to me courtesy of Bassem at medwalk.com, so a huge thanks over there, and just to kind of give my thoughts on the hookah and let you guys see what they look like, how they perform, all that stuff. So that being said, let me go ahead and get into all the different pieces, then I'll set it up, smoke out of it, show you how it performs, give you my final thoughts. So here we go. Alright, so I guess we'll just start with the hose. And again, I know my camera's not the best for these type of reviews, but hopefully you can kind of get an idea. It is a Turkish hose, so the handle on this thing is very, very long. That's a good probably 2 feet anyhow, and the opposite end that goes into the hookah about 1 foot as well. Leather wrapped, very nice detail, very sturdy, wood tips, and it actually has like a acrylic mouthpiece. It says Othmani there on the hose. Leather wrapped, so of course it is going to be non-washable. Gauge on it is pretty good. There's definitely bigger, but definitely a monster of a hose. Alright, and then of course it is going to be a male stem hookah, so it comes with a male Turkish bowl, which is more or less just like an Egyptian bowl, and it is unglazed. Excuse me. Gold tongs. Now the tray, just like your standard Turkish tray, got a nice little detail, pretty sturdy, does have a little bit of a bend to it but not much, and the wind cover. Now if you can see here, folks, I don't know how well you can tell on camera here, but it's not a silver tray and wind cover. It is gold, but it's just a really lighter shade of gold than the actual stem, which I'll get into right now. So as you can see here, guys, not really exactly the same color, but when you have it all set up ready to go, it actually blends very, very well. And also those are interchangeable. If you find yourself another Turkish tray, like an Elmas tray, it works okay with this just as well. So anyway, the stem, very, very sturdy brass. Now this is the way that it comes out of the cast, folks, on Turkish hookahs is they put it in, close it up. When they pull it out, it actually has the 2 sides that do not have any etchings. A lot of folks kind of wonder about that, and that is just how they're made. That is the cast. It comes out of the cast like that, and then they smooth it down. So on the other 2 sides where the etchings are, hopefully you get a pretty nice shot of that. Very, very intricate detail, and very nice too. Not a whole lot of blemishes in it at all. I do have other Turkish hookahs which are pretty much the same way, but the etchings on them are nowhere near as good as this one. So by far the best Turkish hookah stem that I've seen, aesthetically wise anyway. So very nice. The tray holder, again, very nice detail, and the chamber, open chamber. But as you can tell, folks, as with not a lot of Turkish hookahs, it does come with a purge valve, so a little bit different. Now, that was the main stem, the down stem, copper down stem, and it does screw on. So that's what it's going to look like when it's all put together. Alright, and as I said, folks, it is a male stem, but these are sold separately. They're a male to female adapter. Just put in there, and then you can use pretty much whatever bowl you want to use if it's a female bowl. Oh, almost forgot the base. How about that? Nice base here. A lot of detail, and this actually has some sort of studs on it, so it actually protrudes from the side of the base. So a little bit different than your ordinary base, which I like. So alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing together, get to smoking, get things going for you, come back, show you how it performs. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I've got things loaded, ready to go, and ready to show you how this thing performs. So as you can hopefully tell from there, all put together, probably somewhere around 24 to 26 inches, somewhere in there, so not too large, not too small, but right around in the medium area. I am using the male Turkish bull that it came with, single layer of heavy duty foil, 3 cocoa buzz coals in the wind cover, off and on as needed. Water in the base, the Othmani hose, little disposable tip, and using some Othmani Izmir melon. Been going about a half an hour, folks, so let's see what we have. Monster clouds, on par with any Turkish hookah that I've ever smoked out of. Very good functionality. It does have a little bit of a restrictiveness to it, but not too much. It's not to the point where you really have to work at it to get a pull, but it is a little restricted, a little bit less of a gauge than like an Egyptian hookah, something like a KM or something like that. But again, not too bad, and I actually like a little bit of a restrictiveness to it. Gives it a little bit more flavor, I think. So very good in that department. So let me go ahead and talk about certain aspects of it, what I like, what I dislike. The fact that it is a medium-sized hookah, is not too large. It's something that I'll smoke out of quite often when I'm at home every day for a quick smoke. Just want something small to this size. I don't really hardly ever smoke out of a real tall, elaborate hookah, pretty much just on special occasions. So this is good for everyday use for me. Also, not to mention the fact that because it's what size it is, you know, it's easy to clean, especially since it screws apart into 2 pieces. Really easy to clean. The fact that it is a handmade hookah, each one of these are going to be different. Somebody actually put their time and efforts into making this, and again, it doesn't come out of a machine, so aesthetically wise, they're not all going to look the same. There are going to be some blemishes, such as fading in the etchings, some weld marks, you know, things like that. But at the same time, it's going to last you a lifetime. Rather than going out every few months and spending the money on some cheaper hookahs, if you just spend the extra money one time to get something like this, proper care, regular washing, it will last you a lifetime. So that's very excellent. As far as the hose, very big hose, very nice hose, but it is, you know, on the big side. I really don't use these hoses too much, but the good thing is that you can use a fancy hose or a new hose, or most washable hoses will fit in this, so it's all interchangeable. I actually use these hoses more for designating them for certain flavors, so it all works out. The bowl itself, the fact that it's a male bowl, but if you have an adapter piece, you can pretty much use whatever female bowl that you want, so very good. The fact that it does have a purge is also a nice addition to a Turkish hookah, because it's not really traditional for Turkish hookahs to have a purge, so that makes it very nice. But at the same time, as I stated in my previous hookah video that had an open purge, with an open purge it is not going to purge completely all the smoke out of the base. It does get enough out of it to where it will eliminate most of the stale or harsh smoke, but it does not completely get all the smoke out. And again, once you're able to smoke to the point where you're not getting a lot of harsh smoke or stale smoke, things like that, then it doesn't become an issue. It's just pretty much all on your heat management. So I can see how that may be a con for some people, especially for a beginner smoke or something like that. But again, it does not really create much of an issue once you learn how to smoke it. And with this particular hookah, it does get enough of the smoke out to where it will get rid of most of that harsh smoke, so it's really not much of an issue anyway. So with that, guys, I'll go ahead and pause the video here, show you a quick clip of the purge activity, and then I'll be right back, give you my final thoughts. So with that, be right back. Okay guys, so hopefully you can tell it does not get all the smoke out completely, but again, it does get most of it out. So just a minor con, but not much of one. So with that, guys, again, to recap, it very durable hookah, very great looking hookah. The fact that it's a medium size, not too large, I really like. The fact that it has a purge, I really like. And really the fact that somebody actually took the time and efforts into making this is the thing that I really adore about handmade hookahs over Chinese rigs that you can find anywhere and that come out of the machine. So with that being said, guys, if you're looking for something like that, something that will last your lifetime, I highly recommend this. And I want to go ahead and extend another huge sincere thanks to Bassem at medwalk.com for sending this my way. Excellent rig. I use it quite often since I've had it, and I'll continue to use it quite often. I'm a huge fan of Turkish hookahs, so really loving this hookah. And again, guys, check it out at medwalk.com. You can also check it out at 5starhookah.com. Both great vendors, and they're both friends, and so you don't have to feel like you have to choose one or the other. Just pick one of these up from either one of the two vendors. And with that, guys, I'll go ahead and give it a final rating of a 9 for 10. Only knocking a point off because of the purge valve. Again, not something that I feel is too much of an issue, but I can see where it does create an issue with others. So I will go ahead and take a point off for the functionality of the purge. So 9 for 10 for the new Othmani Turkish hookahs. Very good rig. Go pick it up. That's all I got, folks. If you can, please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, smoke on.